I dated my girlfriend and a girl from Beijing for 3 years. After the 88th time she dumped me, I truly exploded. Even a lovesick fool like me has some pride. This time I absolutely wouldn't take the first step to make amends. The next day we had a class together. My roommate shared a picture of a beautiful fair-skinned girl with me. I was staring at it, utterly captivated. And trembling with grievance, said I didn't truly love her. You only lust after my beauty, she claimed. What an injustice, I was clearly only after her money. My girlfriend and is incredibly wealthy. Meanwhile, I'm the only college student from my village. My tuition comes from loans, and my living expenses are scraped together from part-time jobs after class. That day, I was substitute teaching to earn some cash. When in I found out she blocked me yet again. Once is strange, twice is familiar. After class, I hurried downstairs to the lecture hall to wait. She had dyed her hair green, standing out in the crowd. When she saw me, she gave a cold smile and said, "A busy guy like you actually has time to find me." We had been dating for 2 years. I knew in this personality well. Everything had to go her way. If she was upset, I had to apologize immediately. As long as I followed these 2 rules, and I was quite easy to appease. I reached out, grabbed her arm, and said I was wrong. I won't do it again. As expected, her expression softened a bit after hearing this. She even pressed me, asking where I went wrong. She never used to grill me like this before. My mind raced. She must think that as her boyfriend, I embarrassed her by substitute teaching for a few bucks. I had my answer. Feigning remorse. I said I shouldn't have taught for someone else just for money. Full and I said, lightly tapping my head, her dissatisfaction melting away. I wasn't angry at all. I just obediently followed behind her. And this roommate saw us and sighed, saying that I dype song. Loved her too much to be this lovesick. No way, I was clearly only after her money. The first time I met in I saw her break up with someone. The guy she dumped was grinning ear to ear. Later, I learned her family is filthy rich. She's also very generous. Every boyfriend she's dated gets a hefty breakup fee. Meanwhile, I was working at a milk tea shop for $12,000 an hour. Faced with such a high-paying opportunity, I was tempted and started to act. So every day, I deliberately passed by her. For a whole week, I showed off my face. I could feel and this gaze lingering on me longer. When the time was right, I waited on the path she often took. Seeing her, I stepped forward, offered my QR code business card, and asked, "Classmate, can we be friends? Can I add you?" When she saw me, and I smiled, as if she'd already anticipated this. She lowered her head, scanned the code with a few taps, then left without a word, a bit aloof. I worried that adding her right away would get me blocked instantly. So I waited until evening to send a friend request. I messaged her and "Can I pursue you?" To my surprise, she replied instantly, "No." I didn't give up. Then can friends develop into lovers? And I refused. I still didn't give up. Can we just be friends? This time in I replied with a single word, "No." I stared at that word for 3 seconds. So arrogant. My competitive spirit was instantly ignited. Even if it wasn't for the money, I was determined to win her over. The next second, and I messaged again, "I have a morning class tomorrow. Reserve a seat for me, I'll transfer you 1 million. What a generous boss. I forgot my earlier words and accepted the transfer. After the transfer, and I was truly lavish. She had a morning class and told me to buy breakfast and bring it to her. She transferred 1 million. After class, 1 helped carry her books back to the dorm. She transferred 1 million. When takeout arrived, I brought it upstairs for her. She transferred 1 million. Sometimes I felt I wasn't pursuing an I was just her errand boy. But tasks with so little work and so much money, keep them coming. That day in I sent me the name of a restaurant. Book dinner here. The Two People's Flavor restaurant was trending lately. Since you couldn't reserve online, I arrived an hour early to wait. As the time approached, I messaged an She told me to come in and eat with her. I thought she was finally showing pity for her worker. But in the middle of the meal, I dropped a bombshell. I accept your pursuit. I was stunned. Pursuit? I haven't been pursuing her lately. Wasn't I just her errand boy? Didn't she reject my pursuit? Seeing I didn't respond, I was displeased. She put down her chopsticks, her sharp gaze fixed on my face, not missing a single expression. If agreed to you, and this is your reaction, are you unhappy? I immediately flashed a smile denying it. No way, I'm just happy. I haven't processed it yet. Though I didn't know what I was thinking. I knew I'd achieved my goal. See, I said I'd win her over. But after we officially started dating, and this temper was like firecrackers, ready to explode at any moment. On Valentine's Day, why didn't you message me on time? I only saw her message the next day. By the time I replied, she'd already blocked me. This was the first time I blocked me. Before, I only thought she had a unique personality. I didn't expect she'd go this far. Luckily, she only blocked the chat app. I could still send SMS. After some sweetening and groveling, I finally responded. But she was still upset that I didn't reply. Other couples send timely greetings and transfers. Why didn't I get any? I didn't expect a pampered girl like her to care about gestures. Her ex-boyfriends never mentioned this habit. I just brushed it off. I was waiting for you to message me. Love should be mutual to be meaningful. I was afraid of bothering you with my one-sided efforts. This excuse was a bit lame, but I unblocked me. The second time she blocked me was on her birthday. She was furious. It's my birthday, and you only sent a transfer, no gift. You don't care about me at all. Last time she complained about no timely transfer or greeting. This time I arranged everything for her. Now she's causing a scene again. I thought this but spoke humbly. What an injustice. I value money like my life. Yet I transferred $520,000 to you. Doesn't that show how much I care? The third time I blocked me. Who was that girl next to you? Why were you so close to her? Now she's controlling who I talk to. So this money is getting harder to earn. She's a senior in my major. We met at an event and chatted briefly. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I won't do it again. The fourth time, why didn't you come home for dinner tonight? Was the food bad or are you tired of seeing me? I'm sorry. I was wrong. I shouldn't have gone to my roommate's birthday. The fifth time, I had a cold, and you didn't visit me once. All you said was to drink hot water. I can't even enter the girls' dorm. The sixth time, someone confessed to her. Why aren't you jealous? You don't like me anymore, do you? No way. I just didn't want to upset you because of me. I love your money the most. And I kept blocking me. But she was easy to coax. Usually she'd unblock me within the day. This year for her birthday, she transferred $500 million to me, instructing me to buy a nice gift. 2 years ago, she got mad because I only sent a transfer, no gift. Last year, I put in effort, spending a month knitting her a scarf, but I never saw her wear it. This year, I didn't do anything foolish. I went straight to the mall she frequents and picked out a necklace. On this birthday, I showed her the gift. After opening the box, she immediately took off the necklace she was wearing and replaced it with the new one. You could tell she was thrilled, though she stubbornly said it's just okay. My motto is as long as the princess doesn't cause trouble, she can say whatever she wants. But I clearly underestimated and this flair for drama. After ordering, she asked for extra spice. I reminded her you can't handle spicy food. The princess calmly replied, sometimes I want to change things up. When the food arrived, I served her a piece of stir-fried meat with purple peppers. This dish is amazing here. If you could eat spicy, I'd have recommended it long ago. And I took a bite. I asked how it tasted. She nodded delicious. But when I turned to grab some food, she secretly chugged water. It's a small table. I'm not blind. I like spicy food. She likes mild flavors. We always order separate dishes. For her to force herself to eat spicy just to match my taste. Thinking about her recent behavior. Dating me. Chasing romantic gestures, getting jealous. Could it be Little Fish Treasure? Suddenly a handsome guy burst in, holding a birthday cake. shouting at NTHI happy birthday little fish treasure. My chopsticks froze. In our 2 years of dating, NTHI and I always called each other by our full names. We never had nicknames like that. The handsome guy saw me next to NTHI and looked shocked. His eyes seemed to say 1,000 words. After a few seconds of silence, he placed the cake on the table and said you to enjoy your meal. Pretend I'm not here. Then he left, closing the door behind him. I stared at NTHI. She didn't offer a single word of explanation, just focused on eating the non-spicy duck in front of her. I was just flattering myself earlier. Now I was furious. I grabbed the last 2 pieces of duck from the plate, not caring about her, and ate voraciously. In my heart, I kept cursing her as a jerk. That evening, NTHI stopped the car at the supermarket downstairs. Her family bought an apartment near campus. I stayed there on weekends too. Curious, I asked, is there something we need to buy? The house is always stocked by the housekeeper. I handle her personal shopping, and NTHI is too lazy for these tasks, but am more than happy to do them. I opened the car door, waiting for her orders, and NTHI glanced at my actions and said we're out of toiletries. Go buy some. My hand froze on the door, but thinking of the money, I was fine. Except NTHI got out before me, tossing back towards wait here. This was the first time she didn't send me and ran the errand herself. Was she getting stingy? Not even letting me earn that small change. When NTHI returned, I decided to test her. Did you like the birthday gift today? NTHI glanced at me. I guess she caught my meaning, because the next second she opened our chat to check the transfer amount. Suddenly her phone rang. She answered, and a guy's voice came through little fish treasure. Don't forget to buy the thing I asked for. I'm waiting at home. My fingers froze. That voice sounded like the handsome guy from earlier, waiting at her place. So she went shopping herself, because that guy asked her to buy something. So I wasn't the only one with a key to her house. NTHI probably knew I was listening nearby. She only replied I'm almost home and hung up. She acted calm, offering no explanation. That's how she always is. Even when she's wrong, she never explains. I've always known this. But where's my money? Where's the transfer I was supposed to get? The call was over, and she had no self-awareness at all. I couldn't help but ask, did you forget something? She snapped out of it and said it's a bit inconvenient tonight. It'll drive you back to campus. As for what was inconvenient, I understood clearly. It was definitely because of the handsome guy waiting at her place. Back at the dorm, I vented to my buddies. CCVN Ingen's expression shifted wildly. You mean NTHI ditched you her boyfriend to spend the night with a handsome guy? I nodded. Aren't you mad? Mad honestly. I cursed her out, but I didn't think NTHI was that bad. Her phone password is my birthday. If I want to check her phone, she hands it over. She never hides anything, but she's like a mute, never explaining a word. I was genuinely a bit annoyed. Even a lovesick fool like me has some pride. Hearing my thoughts, CCVN again pounded his chest saying it'll help you vent. The next afternoon, our class and this had a friendly joint session. Seeing NTHI sit beside me, CCVN again slid his phone over Dipe song. For my weekend birthday party, I invited these models. What do you think? On the screen were a few stunningly beautiful girls. I had to admit they were all gorgeous and captivating. I wanted to keep looking, but NTHI grabbed my head and turned it toward her. Her voice carried a hint of anger. Dipe song. You have a girlfriend. You're not allowed to look at this stuff. Then she shot CCVN again a warning glance. He wasn't scared and fired back. My birthday party is men-only. No women allowed. The atmosphere grew tense. Luckily, the teacher arrived just in time. My phone in the desk drawer buzzed twice. I checked it. A message from NTHI. Don't go. She added, you promised me last time. Why does she remember this? I tried to deflect. Promised what? You must be mistaken, right? You're trying to back out. A JPG image. I couldn't believe it. NTHI dug up a chat from 2 years ago. I gave in since I promised you I'll keep my word with a smiley face. Her expression finally softened. She didn't know I promised CCVN again to attend his birthday party. That night I got drunk. I forgot to block the celebratory video, and I posted it directly on social media with the caption, "Thanks to the host for inviting drool-worthy beauties." The next morning sober, I messaged and as expected, Shed blocked me again. This was the 89th time and blocked me. I was used to it. But this time, she cut off all contact methods. And didn't want to see me. I could only wait like before, at places she frequented. When she saw me and didn't even blink, walking straight past. I grabbed her hand apologizing. I was wrong, I won't do it again. She still ignored me, pulling her hand away. Panicked, I hugged her tightly. When couples fight, they communicate. You can't just use cold violence and break up like this. And I actually stopped. You want to break up with me? No, I shook my head. Then tell me where you went wrong. I was wrong for promising you and not following through. She asked again, what if you mess up again? I froze, unsure how to respond. And I leaned close, whispering in my ear, "Dive song. Wherever you are, whatever you say, whatever you do, whatever you think in your heart, tell me everything okay." No way! That'd leave me with no privacy at all. I couldn't agree. Watch how I refuse her. Then I nodded in agreement. When CCVN again learned I bowed to an again, he was disappointed in my lack of backbone. He thought I knew too few girls. So I cherished an too much. CCVN again dragged me to watch a play the drama club prepared for the school's anniversary. Elven Prince. A story about an elven prince who in his playfulness offended a deity, fell into a deep sleep, and was awakened by a white horse princess with a kiss of true love. Their performance was quite entertaining, so I went to watch often. On the school anniversary, I went to support CCVN again. Unexpectedly, the actor playing the deity got a stomachache and couldn't perform. I was roped in to replace him. It was a thrilling new experience. Excited, I told an "Are you coming to the school anniversary? In performing as the Elven Prince." She replied quickly, "Then I'll play the White Horse Princess." No way! The White Horse Princess has to kiss the Elven Prince. And didn't respond anymore, and showed up in person. She was so angry her face turned pale, her hands pressing down on my head. "You knew that, so why are you playing the Elven Prince? Even if it's acting, a kiss with me counts as cheating." What nonsense isn't I spouting? I retorted in playing the deity. Her expression shifted wildly. She cursed a few times and stormed off. I couldn't stop her. I was afraid she'd cause a scene and ruin things for CCVN again. So I secretly found the actor playing the Elven Prince and switched roles with him. I searched backstage but couldn't find an I could only message to coax her, "Don't be mad if switched to the Elven Prince role." On stage, the main storyline of the Elven Prince involves battling the deity and the White Horse Princess. After being punished by the deity, the Elven Prince falls into a deep sleep. I went backstage, and an was waiting there. I rushed over, bragging with a bit of excitement. And am playing the Elven Prince. She stared at me, her expression grim. Her words left no room for argument. "Don't go on for the next act." I didn't understand what an was up to. She wanted to play the White Horse Princess, and I'd already switched to the Elven Prince. I'd already gone on stage and shown my face. If I didn't go on for the next act, wouldn't it ruin everything? I got a bit angry, my tone sharp. And can you stop always doing whatever you want? We stood in silent confrontation. I held my ground. In the end, and backed down first. Her voice soft, trying to coax me, "Dive song. I gave up the White Horse Princess role, so I don't want you to go on." I was stunned. I told her I'd switched roles already. I opened the chat app and showed her the chat history. And I glanced at it, smiled, but it was an angry smile. Look closely. It was just one message. What was there to see? I froze. My message. had a red exclamation mark next to it. It didn't send. I blurted out. Probably because the anniversary was crowded and the signal was bad. Daipsong right then CCVN again urged me to go on stage. When I came to, I was lying on the prop bed. The princess was delivering her lines. This handsome man, is he the sleeping elven prince? Let me break his curse. Warm breath drew closer. I cracked my eyes open, hoping to negotiate with the senior to fake the kiss. A hand pressed on my shoulder, whispering, "Don't move." Then a kiss landed on my forehead. At this point, I could only follow the script. After the curtain fell, unease gripped my heart. I rushed to find NTHI. When I found her, a guy was in front of her in THI. "I've liked you for so long. Can I pursue you?" And this face was expressionless, even a bit annoyed. But when she saw me, her lips curved slightly. She silently mouthed towards to me, "Watch this." Then she hugged the guy in front of her. As expected, NTHI blocked me again. The senior kissed my forehead, and NTHI retaliated by hugging the junior. Fair enough. But this time I couldn't just apologize and beg for forgiveness like before. I selfishly thought I was keeping my promise. I didn't do anything wrong, but NTHI, out of spite, did this to make me jealous. She succeeded. I was genuinely furious. I didn't seek her out, and she didn't come to me. We used to see each other every day, but after a week of makeup classes, I didn't see NTHI anywhere. CCVN again didn't want to see me moping, so he invited me to a bar near campus to unwind. Under the influence of alcohol, my emotions burst out uncontrollably. I rambled incoherently. NTHI is a jerk. Who does she think she is? Her temper's awful and so dramatic. She blocks me at the slightest thing, ignoring others. If it weren't for her money, I wouldn't have put up with her for so long. I wanted to keep ranting, but CCVN again shoved me, signaling me to look behind. A girl stood behind me, her face dark, her eyes glaring at me. I didn't notice anything wrong, reaching out to touch her face. She was very pretty. I wanted to compliment her hair color, so similar to my girlfriend's. Her expression softened slightly. "You have a girlfriend?" I nodded, complaining to the stranger. "But my girlfriend doesn't treat me well at all. She just orders me around. I don't want her anymore." I looked at her expectantly. "Could you be my girlfriend?" The girl gritted her teeth. "No, I don't do home wrecking." She was principled. I liked her even more. I pulled out my phone, saying, "Wait a sec. I'll break up with my girlfriend now." But she grabbed my hand. "If your girlfriend treated you well, would you still want to break up?" I didn't realize it was a trap, foolishly blurting out the truth. "Break up. I never liked my girlfriend. I only liked her money." The next morning I woke up with a splitting headache, but I still remembered my foolish actions from last night. I confessed to a stranger and said I'd ditch my girlfriend for her. CCVN again shook his head, looking at me with pity. "Last night you told your girlfriend you dump your girlfriend to be with your girlfriend. What kind of tongue-wet twister is this?" "Wait, stranger, last night was in THI. I'm done for last night. I said I was only with her for money and never liked her." Thinking of this, I ignored our Cold War and ran to the girls' dorm to find her. I saw a familiar face. I asked everyone I knew to tell NTHI I was waiting downstairs. "Daipsong, is that you?" It was Senior Thantuite from the Sleeping Beauty play. I politely responded. Her eyes sparkled. "Junior, are you free tonight? Thanks for saving me last time. Let me treat you to dinner." I politely declined. Thantuite didn't give up. "Daipsong, I like you. Sorry, classmate. He's my boyfriend." NTHI appeared, wrapping her arms around me. Their eyes locked, sparks flying. A whiff of gunpowder hung in the air, but I was thrilled. Wasn't this the perfect chance to show my loyalty? "Sorry, senior." I held in this hand. "Sorry, senior. I only like in THI. I won't break up with her." Thantuite looked sad, but didn't press further, smiling and saying goodbye. "She's gone and you're still looking." And this face was displeased. I shook my head. Not looking, not looking. I'm only looking at you." And THI snorted coldly. I still remember someone saying they never liked me. Only my money. It was my fault. I had to own it. For the first time, I opened my heart to NTHI. I admit, I approached you for money at first, but after being together so long, I really like you now. Can you forgive me NTHI? But she didn't believe me, her tone mocking. No way, Dipe song. You're just lying to keep my money, right? I'm telling you, I've seen plenty of guys like you. We're done. You won't get a single cent from me. My sincerity was met with her ridicule. Dejected, I turned to leave, but NTHI shouted, Dipe song. So you were only with me for money, right? I deleted all contact with NTHI. On a second-hand platform I sold all the gifts she'd given me, combined with the money she transferred over 3 years. It was a sizable sum. I sent the money to my cousin on time. She quickly replied, Dipe song. More than half the kids in our village passed the college entrance exam this year. Thanks to you. Most kids in our village only study until middle school. After compulsory education, due to financial issues, few families let their kids continue to high school. Back then, I only got to attend high school thanks to an anonymous donor. I've always kept that in my heart. 3 years ago, I approached my cousin, the village head, saying I wanted to fund village kids to attend college. The college entrance exam is the fairest path, a rare chance to escape the village. I walk the path others pave for me, and I want to build bridges for others. The next time I saw NTHI was half a month later. It was the first time she backed down since we started dating. She'd changed a lot. Dipe song, I was wrong. Can you forgive me? I refused. No. We're done. Your pestering annoys me. And this expression was resolute. I'll pursue you until you agree. I didn't take it seriously, thinking she was just talking. That day after class, NTHI blocked me downstairs. She held out a lunchbox. Dipe song. I made this myself. It's all your favorite dishes. I noticed her pinky had a band-aid. She didn't flaunt her effort, just insisted I take the lunchbox. I didn't want it. NTHI wasn't discouraged. During Saturday's fitness test, she came to me again. Dipe song. I'll run the 1 kilometer for you. I didn't hesitate much and handed her my test card. Running a kilometer is exhausting. Plus, I changed my mind. Letting NTHI experience chasing someone wasn't a bad idea. CCVN again, and I finished all the events by Sunday. Exhausted, I returned to the dorm early, showered, and lay in bed reading a novel. The story was so gripping, I stayed up until 3 a.m., causing me to fall asleep in class the next day. I was woken by noise. So to let him sleep comfortably, you're fanning him in class. Should we bring a bed for you too? My classmates burst out laughing, the chatter endless. I heard in this voice, she wasn't embarrassed at being caught. No need, teacher. He'd be shy. The teacher was furious, telling her to leave and not sneak into our class again. But NTHI insisted on waiting until I woke up. I couldn't pretend anymore. I glared at her. It's your fault I'm embarrassed. Otherwise, the teacher would just woken me up. She understood my look and smiled even brighter. NTHI was definitely teasing me on purpose. Dipe song, do you have a girlfriend? Friday night. To celebrate CCVN and Gen's promotion to drama club president, I joined their party. Near the end of the meal, people started talking about relationships. The question went around, and soon it was my turn. I was about to say I didn't have one, but I noticed Thantuite sitting to my right, sneaking glances. Rumor had it after I rejected her, she locked her heart and stayed single. I quickly changed my answer. I have a girlfriend. Her intense gaze vanished. I sighed in relief, only to meet in this aggrieved eyes. She was at the table next to ours. Her look an unspoken accusation. Unable to stand her staring, I made an excuse to go to the bathroom. After drying my hands, I stepped out and ran into NTHI being confessed to again. This time she had her back to me. Dipe song, you actually have feelings for me, don't you? Otherwise, why did you hug me last time? NTHI clearly regretted her impulsive action. She frowned, her expression impatient. I've rejected you multiple times. Clinging to me is pointless. Have some self-respect. The junior noticed me, seemingly reluctant. but your ex-boyfriend chased you persistently to win you over. Why can't I? And THI isn't patient with strangers. Shed reached her limit. Diep song and I weren't about persistence. It was love at first sight. If you spread rumors again, my lawyer will contact you. Of course, if you want to be a third wheel in our relationship, run errands willingly, pay proactively, and service well, we might not mind. You want to witness our love, and THI is skilled at humiliating others. The junior stormed off in anger. When THI turned and saw me, her demeanor relaxed, shifting from a cold queen to a pitiful puppy. Diep song, since when do you have a girlfriend? She misunderstood. I didn't plan to explain. Even if she was testing me and THI, who's my girlfriend? I said it was than to it, neither confirming nor denying. Smiling, I asked what? You want to be the third wheel in our relationship, as long as you run errands willingly, pay proactively, and service well. We might not mind you witnessing our love. And THI froze, a crack appearing on her face. I was secretly thrilled. Patting her shoulder, I said, I'm heading back. Think it over and message me. I unblocked in THI, wanting to see how far she'd go. That night she messaged me, I agree. I didn't let it slide. Agreed to it, be clear. She hesitated, vague. Run errands for you. Pay for you. Fine tomorrow. I want soup dumplings from number 20. Must be a double portion. The next morning, heading to class early, and THI was waiting downstairs at the boys' dorm. Diep song, let's go to class together. I took the breakfast without looking back. Be discreet. Don't let my girlfriend find out. CCVN again ate the breakfast and THI bought and spoke up for her. Diep song, and this really changed a lot. Maybe give her another chance. Honestly, I wasn't mad anymore, but I didn't want THI to think I'd forgive her so easily. Let's see how she performs. After class, and THI brought homemade lunch. Very proactive. Still a double portion. This time I didn't refuse. As I was about to leave, and THI stopped me. Tickets for your favorite singer's concert next month. Here are 2 tickets. And THI pulled 2 tickets from her bag. They were for my goddessy, couldn't snag those tickets. I never told THI I liked this singer. I glanced at CCVN again. He guiltily looked away. Great, he betrayed me. Maybe he even spilled that my girlfriend was fake. But I still wanted the tickets. I reached out saying thanks, but THI didn't let go. She blinked. There are only 2 tickets. I want to go too. Fine, she got the tickets. They were front row seats, an amazing experience. When the singer interacted, I was chosen to lead the crowd in shouting, "Goddess, you're beautiful." I was hyped for a bit, but I couldn't keep shouting. And THI put her hand on the back of my neck, her voice tinged with jealousy. Diep song, you clearly said I'm the most beautiful in your heart. Sweet talk can't be taken seriously. I was about to brush it off when gasps erupted around us. On the big screen, and THI and I appeared. In the excitement, I raised my hand to wave, and THI suddenly kissed me. She held my head, not letting me pull away. In the interview segment, she boldly said we'd broken up, and she wouldn't give me a title anymore. As expected, my goddess scolded me. After the concert, I blocked THI, though we hadn't made up. Our Cold War was mostly one-sided, specifically me. When I saw THI eating with the handsome guy who gave her the birthday cake, my emotions grew heavier. I sat down beside THI and asked the guy, mind if I join your table? He smiled, shaking his head. He clearly remembered me. His eyes darted between me and THI. And THI was surprised. You're not mad at me anymore. Of course, I was mad enough to explode, but I didn't say it. I definitely changed the subject. This handsome guy is lotus root soup, enjoy, the waiter said, bringing the dish. And THI called for an extra set of utensils and ordered 2 dishes I like. Then she scooped some soup with a spoon. After a sip, I put the spoon down. The handsome guy noticed. Little fish said, you like spicy food. I ordered super spicy lotus blood. Try it later. I pinched the hem of my shirt. Why is he acting so friendly? I tested the waters. You two seem close. Of course. And THI paused her soup drinking. Eat, she pointed. The greedy duck head dish arrived. And THI started causing trouble again. Hearing me praise the dish the handsome guy recommended, she insisted on trying the super spicy one. Before swallowing, she yelped, "I need water." "Here is your water, Dad," I teased. I laughed to myself, she's such a big baby. Later, I glanced at the handsome guy. He smiled at me. Turns out the handsome guy was in this dad. After the meal, I felt lucky. I hadn't said anything rude. And THI realized later too. "So you were jealous of my dad?" She chased after me, looking like she wouldn't let go without a satisfying answer. I didn't want to give her that satisfaction. "Don't overthink it, you're just a backup." And THI didn't care. A backup who doesn't want to become official isn't a good backup. Not long after, and THI and I made up. We reflected on ourselves and held a brief self-rescue meeting. Talking on, I remembered something, eager to hear her answer. And THI seemed to recall something too, her throat moving slightly, her voice hoarse. "What did you say about me back then?" Guessing she meant my drunken rant. I didn't dare admit it. No, I was drunk and talking nonsense. "You're the best," and THI. She clearly didn't believe me really. Well, see, on graduation year, and THI and I registered our marriage. The wedding was held in the city, with many guests invited. CCVN Ingen was the best man, and this roommate was the maid of honor. They greeted guests at the door. CCVN Ingen later told me, Senior Than Tuite and some friends started a business. Though exhausting, their project was very successful. The junior who liked and THI found true love too. Their relationship is stable. It's great if Orions on their own path, with bright futures ahead. After the wedding, and THI and I tallied the gift money 1 million to million. Counting money is surprisingly tiring. I shifted my position, and THI didn't want to continue. Stop counting, let's sleep. The end. Thanks for reading, everyone.